I decided to jump on my gravel bike while I was camping in Corona, New Mexico, to head to the Red Cloud campground and do some recon, and then continue up to the base of Gallinas Peak, where I assumed that I would be able to take Route A022 back down the valley to return as basically a loop back to my campsite. This turned out not to be the case because that road actually is blocked off completely to the public, even though it's still displayed on Google Maps. Well, I'm kind of confused. I'm looking at Google Maps, and there's supposed to be a road over here, but there's no road, and they got a sign that says private property, but this is a county road right here. It's an easement, right? So it should be okay for passage. I don't know. That's confusing. T-Cross Ranch. It's the only way to get to that campground. All right, see? There's a road here that's pointing to the campground. No signs posted up here for no trespassing, so that anomaly back there was pretty confusing. What's funny is the orientation of those signs was perpendicular to the road, so it would make you think that you're driving onto private property. However, this is a county road easement, so it's not a private property. I'm not sure if these private owners out here are just paranoid or something, or if they've had squatters out here, but yeah, it's a clear passage through here. I think it's okay to go. So this sign says primitive road not suited for passenger cars. Let's see. Oh wow, look at that. Spot right off the bat, right there. This is very passable by passenger cars. So we've got 2 bars of signal here too. Well, we're not in the desert anymore. Motor, Chicago. All right. Red Cloud Campground entrance. This is a no-fee area. This is my first time visiting via bike. It's about 8 miles from where I'm camping at. There's a restroom. So far I don't see anybody here. Here's an entrance. Maybe we could check this out. It looks a little rough getting in here, but I think a passenger car can do it right here. Wow, man. Come on. Why are we not here? I need to go move my van. Look at this. Man, I need to definitely go move my van here. Let's see if the restroom's open. Yep, trash. It's not locked. No trash. Means nobody's been here. There's more campsites there. Plenty of solar. Restrooms are stocked with toilet paper. Smells nice. I support this. We may need to move over here. That was a little climb back there. Look at this old relic. Oh, wow. Wee Patsy Mulkey. Jeez, does anybody even live there? Wow. All right, I'm stopping for a little break. Zone 4 squad here. Whew. Well, my objective is to ride this road all the way up, around, maybe up some more, and then take a loop all the way back, hopefully. Ooh, this is tough. Whew. From the top of this last climb that I just did, man, it wasn't as bad as it looked. I was expecting 20% grades. May have hit 15. Okay. All right, that right there is Gallinas Peak. There's a road that goes up to the top of it, but I think I'm gonna save that for another day. But we're gonna continue down this path and then break off, head back down into the valley and haul ass back to the van. But for future reference there, that's it. There's cell reception up here. I lost cell reception at the bottom, so just watch that, be careful. Well, the road that I was gonna take down back to camp, which is down here, is blocked off by the private owners. They don't want people going down there. So this is gonna turn out to be a out and back. So luckily most of it will be downhill, but here's a shot of this closed road. Just talked to these guys on the dirt bikes. They said they shut it down a while ago. I don't know why. The private landowners complained. There's the road right there. It looks pretty nasty from up here, pretty primitive. I'm not gonna risk that shit, man. No way, no sir. Too risky. But I'll be back and do that peak someday. Well, here's the total route. It was an out and back, 28.78 miles, about 2,300 feet in climbing. It was definitely a challenging ride. I only encountered about one short section of mud, but it wasn't like the clay sticky mud. It basically flung off of my bike after I passed through it. I really should have studied this MVUM map, as you see here. This is the route that I followed from the site that I was camping right here at Gallinas group site. They call it Route 144. When you turn left here, you go down this route, which is where I found the private property signs that were not supposed to be posted on 104. But anyways, I continued on. Red Cloud Campground, that's what I hit there. This was a big climb right here. Lots and lots of climbing, all the way up to the top. There were a few short downhills, a few long uphills, mostly golf ball size gravel, nothing too crazy, and that's where I basically stopped. I could have continued on, actually, as you see on the map, and gone up and done a left, but I didn't study that route enough to see where that went. Now here I'm showing you the A022 route that's on Google Maps. That actually is the closed road, so you can't trust Google Maps. That route is definitely not passable, so be aware of that. Study your MVUM maps, and you should be straight. But always have a backup plan. If you're going to do a route like this in an unknown location, be ready for it to be an out and back. You might not be able to do a loop, and you really need to be aware of that, because if I would have gone up this mountainside and then back down into the valley and gotten stuck in that valley, then I would have had to have climbed all the way through that mountain pass again, and that could have easily turned a 2 or 3 hour ride into a 6 hour ride. So you gotta be careful with that shit. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.